Hey everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be going over how I will go about color grading a wedding with the Fujifilm X-H2S. But before we get into Resolve, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, myself. Are you ready to transform your videos without having to use LUTs? Hey, I'm Myron, a wedding filmmaker, and this is the Novice Color Grade Crash Course. I learned from a senior and intermediate colorist, and I designed this course for the beginner videographers who want to create their own looks without having to use LUTs. You'll learn the basics and quickly build a foundation that you can expand on. You'll save time and skip the endless YouTube search, and you can finish this course under 2.5 hours and apply what you learned the same day. You'll be supplied with sample footage that you can use to follow along and practice. With the skills you'll learn in this course, you'll not only elevate your video quality, but your price per project as well. So click the link below so you can watch a free lesson and learn about our special offer. And I'll see you inside the course. Okay guys, so now we're in Resolve, and this is an image from a wedding that I shot this past weekend. I already have our footage converted into Rec 709. I did that by using our CST. So our settings, Rec 2020, F-Log 2, output color space, Rec 709, output gamma 2.4, because that's what my monitors are calibrated to. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all my parallel nodes, because with this grade, I'm going to try and bring in my contrast by doing the film curve. So this would just be contrast. And I'm gonna go over to my curves. Actually, I'm gonna go to my primaries as well. I'm gonna go over here. And the first thing I'm gonna do is actually just select my grade point, which is about right here. And then I'm gonna grab my high point. Then I'm gonna bring my shadows up. But then I'm gonna grab a low point, which is about right here. I know I'm probably not using the terms right, but what I'm trying to do is create a soft S curve, so I can have a really nice roll off on my highlights. So I'm gonna create a point up here as well. Then I'm gonna create a point down here, but then I'm gonna bring this one up here more. I'm gonna bring this one back, bring this one up a bit more. And I might bring my mid-tones down just a bit, to about right there. Bring my highlights down a bit. Bring this up a bit. Then I'm gonna grab my low point down here. I like that right there, actually. Yeah, I like that a lot right there. So that's my contrast. If I do before, after, we came a long way and we did it without destroying our image. Like I said, if I do before, after, everything looked good, everything looked proper for the most part. I know right here my shadows look crushed, but on my mastering display, they look fine. So the next thing I'm about to do is just pump in a little bit of saturation. And I like it right there. And as you can see, we have a really good starting point because I nailed my white balance, I nailed my exposure. So when we bring it into post, we'll have an easier time color grading our image. Now what I'm about to do is actually go into my look node. And I'm actually about to start creating a look that would just help me keep her skin tones looking nice and keep her dress looking white. Now the first thing I'm about to do is just grab my lift, and I'm just gonna bring that down to more in the blue area. Then I'm gonna grab my gamma wheel. And I'm just gonna bring it up just a bit to about maybe right there. Then I'm gonna grab my gain wheel, and I'm gonna bring it down just a bit to the blue. Then I'm gonna grab my gamma wheel again, bring it up. Then I'm gonna grab my lift wheel, bring it down again. Then I'm gonna grab my gamma wheel again. Then I'm gonna grab my game wheel, sorry. Just bring that over. Bring it down just a bit. Grab my gamma wheel again. Clearly, I'm just doing a dance for all three of my wheels. I'm gonna grab my lift wheel and I'm gonna bring that over from green. And as you can see, as we're doing it, we're taking the green out of her dress and her shadows. I'm gonna grab my gamma wheel again, bring that up to about right there. Then I'm gonna grab my game wheel again. I'm just trying to see where I want to place it. Maybe to about right there. And maybe grab my lift wheel one more time. Then grab my gamma wheel again. Maybe to about right there. If I bring up my scopes, as you can see, her skin tone is pretty much right there on the skin tone indicator. So the next thing I'm about to do is actually go on my log wheels. And it looks like I still do have a little green in her dress, so I'm about to go ahead and grab my highlight point and bring it over to magenta just a bit, just to see what happens. Nope, that's not the right one. What about mid-tones? Maybe just a bit, because I gotta watch her skin tones as well. And do we have anything in our shadows? It don't look like it. So I'm gonna keep that right there. And if I do before, after, before, after, we did a lot with just a little. Now let's go to our HSL curves. And I'm going hue versus hue. Then I'm gonna grab our yellow point. I'm just gonna bring it up just a bit to about right there. Then I'm gonna grab our red point and I'm gonna bring it down to about there. I like that a lot for our skin tones. Now let's play with our greens, and we're gonna bring those to a cooler area to about right there. Now let's grab our cyans. Bring those down a bit to about right there. What about our blues? I can bring those down a bit as well. No. Also gotta make sure none of this is affecting her skin tones. I can bring down just a bit. And I'm gonna grab my magenta and I'm just gonna bring that up to about right there. Yep. So I like that image a lot. And the next thing I'm gonna do is actually go over to my hue versus saturation. Select all my points again, even though we're not gonna use all of them. I'm gonna grab my green. I'm just gonna bring that down just a bit to about there. Now I might just bring my yellows down a bit as well to about there, and actually desaturate my reds a bit to about maybe to about there. And I like that image a lot, guys. I think we did a good job by keeping her skin tones looking good and keeping her dress looking white. Now I need to go clean up my image. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go to noise reduction. I'm gonna go to frames. I'm gonna use 2. And for motion estimate type, I'm gonna use better. And then for temporal threshold, I'm just gonna bring that up to maybe about there. And then for spatial threshold, I'm gonna break the chain and bring it up to 6.9. And then I'm gonna go over here to sharpening. And first I'm gonna bring it down to 47 so I can see how that looks. It looks okay, but now I'm gonna bring it down to maybe 46. And that looked good to me right there. Now, I really don't like my image to be this sharp. I usually like to keep it at 47. I know some of you may say it still look a little soft, but I like that look. So let me just bring it up to about 47. So I like that a lot. So I'm looking at my image and I like how it looks, but the first thing I'm gonna do is, the next thing I'm gonna do is actually edit glow. And I'm just gonna use glow to enhance it just a bit. So I'm gonna grab my shine threshold, bring it all the way down. I'm gonna grab my spread, bring it all the way over. And then I'm gonna grab my composite type and go to soft light. And then what I'm about to do is also kill my saturation over here. Then I'm gonna bring up my spread. To maybe about there. Yeah, so I like that a lot. Then I'm gonna grab my gain. I'm gonna keep my gain up. I'm gonna grab my gamma. Bring it down just a bit. Now I'm about to grab my gain. To bring it down to maybe about right there. And then I'm going my opacity. I'm gonna kill it. And then I'm just gonna bring it up just a bit. To maybe about there. If I do before, after, before, after. It just helped enhance our image just a bit more. And then I'm gonna go in here to my grain node. I'm gonna type in film grain. I'm gonna drop down to my node. I'm gonna go and use 35400T. Then I'm gonna grab my strength and I'm just gonna bring it down just a bit to about there. And that's our image. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. And before you go, I have a tip for you guys, and that is to make sure you nail your exposure. Because if you're not shooting in raw video, you can't go into post and correct something like your white balance. And as of right now, my color grading course is going for $97 until September 6th, and then it will increase to the normal price of $127. So make sure you take advantage of this offer right now. And if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll talk to you next time.